Carnival Games was released on October 26, 2007 by a company called Cat Daddy. This game was built up around simple funfair mini-games like skee ball, basketball, down the clown, and obviously this video's topic, golf. Carnival Games ended up shipping around 7 million copies from both the Wii and DS games. This success led to their next title following up the next year, Carnival Games Mini Golf. Carnival Mini Golf got released on the 20th of October 2008, and instead of being just one basic hole like in Carnival Games, there is 9 different courses with 27 different holes. In each course, the 3 holes all signify a certain level type. For example, A equals adventure, B equals challenge, and C equals trick shot. In the adventure hole there is always a secret minigame in which if completed successfully leads to a hole in one, but if not, it just shoots you out somewhere in the middle of the hole. The challenge hole tends to show off some type of mechanic like pinball or maybe even hide and seek with eggs. The final type of hole relies on good shot control. Only a certain amount of power will get you into the hole. Now, let's move on to how the game controls. As you'd probably expect from your ordinary Wii title, it is controlled via motion controls. Hold down B and swing your remote just as if it were a golf club. As you can see, when I flick my wrist there is almost no movement on the power bar, but when I swing it as if I'm holding a golf club, you can see the power is drastically increasing. And this is a good thing. This gives off the feeling that you're actually playing golf, instead of sitting around at home just playing Carnival Mini Golf. But anyway. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the positives that this game has to offer. Obviously I've already spoken about the variety of courses, but what I haven't spoken about yet is the difficulty. Each course has its own difficulty rating as to show how hard the level is. You have 3 easy, 3 normal, and 3 hard. You start off with 3 easy courses, Barnyard, Prehistoria, and Fairy Teller. Once you unlock 2 out of 3 puzzle pieces, you then unlock the next course. Your opponent in single player is the Barker. He tends to be hard to beat, making very few mistakes in later levels. When versing Barker, you only win if you land less strokes, and once done, you win his Barker coins. The Barker coins can be spent in the item shop to buy the Barker's cosmetics. Once you have all the Barker coins and all the levels beat, there isn't that much left. The only thing bringing you back would be getting all 100% items. But this is actually a pretty ridiculous task, as a lot of the things in the item shop cost more than 200 coins, and these coins are not easy to get. This is because coins are divided into what level they are collected in, which in some levels it is easy to collect coins, but in others it is next to impossible to collect a high amount. There are also skulls scattered across each hole, which when hit, reduce 5 coins from whichever course you are on. Earlier I briefly mentioned puzzle pieces. In this game, collecting all 3 puzzle pieces in a course will unlock you that golf course's club. For example, Spookorama unlocks the Halloween club, the Amazion pieces unlocks the Voodoo club, and so on and so forth. The way you obtain the puzzle pieces is you must beat the hole you are on under par. Getting all the clubs should take under a couple of hours, if not just an hour. It's probably worth mentioning that each club in this game has its own custom animation, which, in all fairness, I think is a pretty cool touch. Now for me, the most important part of any game is the visual detail and the sound design. The design in Carnival Mini Golf is great. Whilst the holes are rather basic and yes, easy topics to implement, they could have just copied and pasted grassy fields all over the golf courses. But that is not the case. In the first Ra's Revenge level, which is literally in the sky above the clouds, there are statues of classic Egyptian pharaohs and platforms with... What is that, a camel? More examples of this are in Barnyard. The animals, crops and farming equipment all in the background of the course, and in Spookorama, in the background of all these holes, you can see jack-o'-lanterns, tarantulas and crooked trees with carved faces. For a third-party game, the graphics are good. However, compared to first-party games like Mario Kart Wii, which was released in the same year, it just shows how outdated they are in comparison. There isn't too much to talk about when considering audio in Carnival Mini Golf, other than the soundtrack is actually pretty good. All tracks fit in the holes/courses that they're put in. The only one I wasn't really into was Prehistoria, but this was as it felt more like white noise with a couple instruments slapped in than actual music.
Ready, set, go!
The sound effects are also very fitting and things sound as you would assume them to.
You finished!
As a whole, Carnival Mini Golf for me is quite a nostalgic game, as I started playing this game whilst I was very young. Revisiting it made me remember why I enjoyed this game so much. It simply is a good golf game for the Wii, and it's also great for playing with family or even friends. I'm glad I didn't get my wish of Carnival Mini Golf getting remade or given a sequel, as I could see Nintendo putting plenty of content behind a paywall. Just like DLC.